Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's get into some news. For some news, get into us this week, y'all. This case right here was so hard to keep up with last week, and they probably going back to trial this week. So let's go and get into it. Now, if you're not familiar with this right here, this is the state of California versus Tory Lanez. 2 years ago, Tory Lanez allegedly shot Meg Thee Stallion in the feet. Point blank, period. We are at trial, finally, 2 years later. The first person they gonna put on stand, Kelsey. Kelsey on stand, the first thing she asked for is for them to grant her immunity. They granted her immunity, but they let her know you got immunity, but if you purge, you're still going to jail. I mean, if you commit perjury, my bad, y'all. She ain't out here purging. But if you commit perjury, honey, you still going to jail. This girl done sat on the stand and told all of Megan's business. She done told them how these two probably had something going on that night, how she was cutting up and drunk at the party, everything. She can remember everything in detail that Meg did at the party. She ain't telling us nothing Tory did. She don't know nothing about this man. Miss Mamas ain't never seen him. So, honey, if they didn't grant you immunity and you got on that stand and you ain't practicing forgiveness, because it's clear these two trespassed against you. Forgive them, get on that stand. I got immunity. I'm going to tell everybody what happened. This is what happened. Move on with your life. But clearly, you want to sit in jail and be said about how you should have practiced forgiveness during that trial. Because you tripping. She ain't telling nothing. And that's cool because now they got all the recordings from the interview of when the shit first happened. And everybody know once you do that statement that first night, you really is telling everything that happened. Like, especially if you traumatized in that situation, you gonna tell what happened. And I'm pretty sure what really happened is what she told investigators the first time they interviewed her. Everything that's in her statement is what really happened. Point blank, period. But outside of all the bull crap and all the gossip and the drama, because we don't really care if y'all slept together. We do, but we don't. Because Megan, you lied to us. She lied to us when she was talking to Gail. But it's cool. No stone gonna go unturned over here. We gonna get to that later. The most important thing that we all need to focus on is that this young man pull out a gun during a verbal altercation with these two women right here. Did this young man pull out a gun during a verbal altercation with these two women right here? Did this young man, this young man, this boy man, this man boy, did he pull out a gun during a verbal altercation and fire it off at this young lady during a verbal altercation with these two ladies right here? That's all we need to focus on. That's all we need the answers to. That's all we need justice for. Because it's situations like this where a lot of women won't speak up. And we watching Meg Thee Stallion stand the fuck up. And we need to be commending her for what she's doing, because it's a lot of women, speaking for myself, I've been in this type of situation where this ain't easy at all. So we just want to know, did this young man pull out a gun during a verbal altercation with these two women right here? If he did, you going to jail. You going to jail. He going to jail, y'all. They outside going to jail. They outside going to